Friday every day. It's Ruthie Rocks with your Friday show on Las Vegas and the national stats. And how do you do a green screen? We're going to do all that today. We're going to start out here with NAR, which just published this yesterday. These are the May stats, and this is for the United States, not local, but national. And we did 4.3 million sales, which is the seasonably, they say, adjusted annual rate. So we are on a rate to sell 4.3 million homes. We haven't sold that many, but that's what they're going to estimate we do this year based on the first 5 months. A lot of people misinterpret that, and I almost said it wrong myself. And month over month from last year, or from this year, we are up 0.2%, which is not even 0.5%, but we're up something, right? And then we have from last year, we are down 20.4% from the last year's figure at this time. When it gets to be the inventory across the United States, there's 3 months of inventory. And in May, there was actually 2.6 months. Again, that 3 months is across the United States, and really it is 2.6 months in May, but as of today, it's 3. The median sales price is $396,100, and year over year, that's down 3.1%. And that's what NAR has to say. Now, they are saying, of course, that the existing home sales edged higher by 0.2% in May. Existing in May, that is a seasonably adjusted annual rate of 4.3 million. Sales retreated from a year ago, like we said, 20.4%. The inventory of unsold existing homes grew 3.8% from the previous month, which is surprising. Let's just go here for a second and see. Let's just look at that. Previous month to 1.08 million at the end of May. So let me say that again. The inventory of unsold existing homes grew 3.8% from the previous month to 1.08 million at the end of May. So what they're saying is that at the end of May, we had 1.08 million available homes for sale. Now that's the equivalent of 3 months supply at the current monthly sales pace. Mr. O'Brien, would you turn your phone off, please? Thank you. Turn your phone off. The inventory of unsold homes is much different here, right? Because we have 44 days of inventory. So as we always say, real estate is local and Vegas is very, very different from the rest of the country. The NAR leaders say a temporary capital gains tax reduction on a sale of investment property can lead to a boost in housing inventory. Now, I don't know if that's what our government is going to agree with, but that's what NAR would like to see. And I mean, think about it. They're saying if we reduce the capital gains tax, maybe some of the investors will sell their homes instead of holding on to them because they pay less taxes. Now, okay, I understand that, but you know what? Most investors, well, I don't know this for a fact, but a lot of investors actually do 1031 tax exchanges when they sell their properties. And if you listen to some of the economists, younger economists, they say buy, hold, and die. Meaning if you're going to get invested in real estate, pass it on to your heirs because it continues to give you cash flow, especially if you're an investor. It continues to go up in value if it's your home and you want to pass that on, not necessarily just sell it and take the money and put the house on the market. So yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but that's okay. We all have our opinions. let's just go over this because it's really important that we understand what's going on in the rest of the country. Because why? Because 8 people an hour move here. And so we need to know, and they're moving from other parts of the country, and 35% of them are moving from California. However, that leaves 65% that are moving from other places. So the existing home sales marginally increased. We said that before. Total existing home sales completed transactions rose 0.2% from April to a seasonably adjusted annual rate of 4.3 million. We said that. Mortgage rates heavily influence the direction of home sales, said Lawrence Young. He's our chief economist at NAR. Well, of course. Relatively steady rates have led to several consecutive months of consistent home sales. So I'll read that one again. Relatively steady rates have led to several consecutive months of consistent home sales. Now, what he's saying is they haven't really gone up or down too much. They're just kind of bumping along there within half a basis point. And then, of course, we have people contributing to lower the rates, which are keeping things pretty stable as well. The total housing inventory was 1.8 million units, and that's up 3.8 from April, but down 6% from a year ago. So now we have 1.08 million units. Last year we had 1.15 million units. Unsold inventory sits at a 3-month supply at the current sales pace. That's up 2.9 months in April and 2.6 months in May. I don't know that those numbers are relevant to our market at all, but we may post this on our Asian Formula website, because people from across the country will possibly be interested in this. And it was just released yesterday. So I think perhaps this weekend, Kane and I will post this on the blog and get it sent out to people to see for the June market watch. Anyway, available inventory strongly impacts home sales. Newly constructed homes are selling at a pace reminiscent of pre-pandemic times because of the abundant inventory in that sector. Yes. And so when, what happens when you have a lot of things to sell, sometimes what do? They give you incentives. New builders give you incentives. They buy down your interest rate. All these things help boost that sector of our economy. Existing home sales, however, that activity is down sizably due to the current supply being roughly half the level of 2019. Now, the median existing home price for all housing types in May was $396,000. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that because ours is around $450 and holding. This $396,000, though, across the country is a decline of 3.1% from May in 2022, when it was at $408,000. Of course, the interest rates were low as well, and so that was causing all that activity, which causes the prices to go up, supply and demand. And prices grew in the Northeast and Midwest, but fell in the South and the West. Well, we were up at, I think, at one point last year, what were we at, everybody? 485,000, and now we're down to 450. I like the 450 just because of the economy and the jobs in Vegas and what the normal household income can afford. And if we keep it around 450, we're okay. When it goes up a little bit higher, you're going to see less sales because less people can afford to buy. Properties typically remain on the market 18 days in May, down from 22 days in April, but up from 16 days. Well, so not much has changed there. So we won't babble on about that. Properties typically remain on the market 18 days. Yes, and we're about the same. First-time home buyers. Now, here's the one thing that I did want to talk about, read to you, and that is first-time home buyers were responsible for 28% of sales in May, down from 29% in April, up from 27% in May. NAR's profile of home buyers and sellers, released in November, found that the annual share of first-time home buyers was 26%, the lowest since NAR began tracking the data. And I'm going to show you another slide in a minute, and we'll see that figure is not as drastic as they're making it sound. 1% here and there to an economist sometimes is drastic. Individual investors or second home buyers who make up many cash sales purchased 15% of the homes in May. Now, in our market, that's about correct. We're a little bit higher. We're doing about 25% in Vegas, Las Vegas. Now, distressed sales, foreclosures and short sales. Look at this, everybody. That represented 2% of the sales in May, virtually unchanged and from this month and the prior year. And what the stats will also show you is that this is the lowest that we've had in years. So we're not crashing. And then according to Freddie Mac, the 30-year fixed rate averaged about 6.69 as of June 15th. And that's down from 6.71% and up from 5.78 a year ago. So it's about a little bit less than 1% higher from a year ago. Okay. What's next? Single family and condo co-op sales. Not much really to talk about there. And they keep saying a temporary capital gains reduction on a sale of investment property can lead to a boost in housing inventory. I'm not so sure that I believe that. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments, but I don't think that's the problem. I don't think that's going to solve the problem. Let me put it like that. Then they're just going to regional things. And of course, they say in the West, existing home sales rose 2.6% from the previous month to an annual rate of 790,000. And that's down 25% from a year ago. And according to my stats that I published the other day, that's we're down about that. That's pretty close. And here we go back to the beginning. Now, here's some things I wanted to show you. So when we talk about the first-time home buyers, so the first-time home buyers, this chart, I believe, came from Realtor.com. So in May, first-time home buyers made up 28% of the market. So these two things conflict, and a lot of times you have to understand that it's what goes into the statistics. That's why I am always very clear when I do my stats that I say, this is Las Vegas area. This is Clark County. And so that's a deciding factor for our stats. The other thing is for the national stats is and Realtor.com, a lot of times they include pending sales. They include things that maybe this isn't single family homes, yet the NAR report was single family homes, and it specifically said that. So this includes probably condos and townhomes, I would assume, because of the difference. The difference because it's higher and there's more first-time home buyers probably buying condos, obviously, a couple percent more than single family homes. And then you go to the sales to investors. Now that's up. And why is that up? Well, rents are up. Now, what they're saying, though, is that they believe the rents are going to go down 8 to 10%. And they have already done that, like in the Northeast of the country, but not here. I think the median, I showed a chart the other day where the median rent was $2,400 last year, $2,400 a month for the median rent, single family home, and now it's $2,350. So ours has not changed, but a fraction. So again, we're not in that same category as Realtor.com's index survey suggests. Cash sales, 25%. That's pretty much across the board, which is good. And then here you go, the distressed sales. So, they're between 1% and 2% between this year and last year. We have a little bit more this year, and I think they rounded up to 2% because I think it was 1 point something, and they rounded it up, which is fine. It's still a very low number. And then days on the market, last year was 16. This year it's 18. So that hasn't really changed much. But this might just be a good chart. Now, here's the interesting thing. I went on my calculator, and let's see, what did I come up with? I came up with, if you add up all these numbers, they don't equal 100%. So they equal 85%. So I want to know how you can do an index survey and not make it 100%. It's a mystery to me. And let me see if we can see this a little better. I think I was talking about this. Yeah, this was as of May year to date last year. There was 10,362 homes sold. And then in 2022, 9,094 homes had sold. And this is localized. This is Las Vegas. And so far this year, which corresponds with what my numbers say, hallelujah, right? The number of single family homes that have sold. So just to give you an idea that we are going down, I think this is 47% of 9,000. So we're down 47% from last year's sales. And then I'm including this. If you email, in the description, there will be a link for you to put your email address in there. And then these slides will be automatically emailed to you. I don't know if Kane's doing it every day I do the show or once a week. I think he said every day because he doesn't archive them. So if you want them, sign up and you'll continue to get them until the cows come home. That is just about it for those stats here. I want to get on today now and go into our the learning part of our show today, where we're going to talk about green screen. And these are tips and tricks for creating amazing videos. And you know what you have to do? You have to do videos. Yes, you have to do videos. You want people's attention. And that's what we're going to talk about today. This guide will be available for you so that when you sign up for getting the emails of the slides, this guide will also be included so that you can refer to it when you're actually doing the green screens. So industry or market news charts and graphs are great things for you to do videos of. And you can start with a hook, which you should always do. You should give a quick summary, and you should make it relevant to your audience, and then make it visually appealing and keep it moving, and end with a call to action. Those are really the basics of videos. Those are the three sections of a video. Start with a hook. Nobody cares that you're, Ruthie Rocks from Las Vegas and blah, 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 blah. No, start with a hook and say, you want to learn how to do a green screen? That's a hook. Anyway, then you give a quick summary, which I do tell you with the 3 parts of the show, and you need to do the same thing. Of course, you're not doing a 30-minute show, but whatever you're doing, I'm going to show you this beautiful home in Las Vegas, new build from Pulte Homes or something like that. And then you're making it relevant to your audience. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you're boosting this, you need to boost it to people that are going to be interested in it. Maybe people coming from California, right? You can boost to that whole state. So they're interested in that beautiful new home or that $1 million plus home. Make it visually appealing and keep it moving. So when you actually get into, let's say, showing the home, you want to be moving. And there's a lot of different tips and tricks to doing homes. You can actually go in Zillow and use your phone to go, like I did a couple months ago, where you just show the different pictures and you describe the home, and you're really just using your computer screen, but you're videoing it with your phone, and then that creates a video. And then you can hyperlapse it too. And then you can voice over it. So there's lots of different things you can do. And then, of course, you want to say, call me to see this beautiful home. I'd be so happy to show it to you, or any home like it in the beautiful Las Vegas Valley. So that's a call to action. Green screen videos, step by step. Okay, Instagram, green screen effects, TikTok, green screen effect, and YouTube. We're going to go through those right now. Talk a little bit more here. So this is an example on the right-hand side of an agent or a lender. Might be an agent. They put that thing over there. But you see, it looks like he's in a TV studio, and behind him is this some article that he's going to talk about. And and he's sitting right there, and that's the green screen effect. So it's makes you look, it's just a totally different video experience for the viewer. So people popping up in front of a select background, acting like a weatherman as they point to the pictures on the article and explain what's happening. And it's a lot of fun too. So maybe you've been wondering how to get started, or maybe you just wanted to create more engaging educational content for your market. Either way, this is your guide to creating high quality, attention grabbing videos using the green screen mode. So let's break down the why and the how. Why green screen? You know how important it is to capture and captivate viewers on social media. But it's not just about entertainment. What have we been saying? Tell people what you know. Tell people your experience. Make it educational. And guess what? Instagram's 2023 trend report, people are looking for educational content on social media. Well, there you go. You enter the green screen mode. This type of content is perfect when you're stuck in a content rut, or you don't feel particularly inspired to post. I feel like that some days, not very often, but occasionally. So you just take an article, a question, a chart of our market that you should know, and you share your expertise or your reaction to it, on the subject matter. Added bonus for not having to worry about what your background looks like, right? Yeah. Oh, that's another story for another day. Number 3, here are 3 reasons green screens can level up your content creation. Now, if you can think about this as we're going, think about having something like this behind you, and you're pointing to, oh, we have 44 days of inventory. Now, this is like behind you, like they're saying, this is behind you, and it's big. So, and you can point to different parts of it and explain it. So, anyway, just an idea. So, with the ability to superimpose yourself onto any background, the possibilities are endless. This means you can use the most current articles and charts to keep your content engaging for your audience without ever running out of ideas. I mean, there is so much information out there, right? We are in the information age. And it may, like you have Housing Wire, you have the Mortgage Bankers site, you have Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac out there, you have all types of information, you have ruthierocks and all the things that I do. And it doesn't always have to be about the market, what's going on in the market. I mean, it can be about, what do we do? What did we say the other day? We were talking about, vacations and what people can do perhaps to buy down their mortgage. There's all kinds of things that you can put behind you. And if you go to Ruthie Rocks and join the group, or you get the email, then you can use those things as your background. So I'm always giving you content for this. So quick and easy to create. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need specialized knowledge for any of these platforms. So you have built-in features on each platform that allow you to create the high-quality videos within the app. And we're going to show you how step-by-step in a few minutes. So instead of creating a long-form blog or podcast, you can use green screen mode to break down a piece of content that is already published. And then you can say, go here to my website and get the rest of the story. Yeah, so exciting stuff. Here we go. Whether you're looking to provide industry or market news, showcase local data like I just talked about, or engage your audience through your comment section, green screen provide a versatile platform for creating informative and engaging content. So if you're looking to establish yourself as an authority, which you probably might want to do, we got 6 months coming up here, July through December, where you can focus. Perhaps this could be one of your goals to accomplish in the next couple months. Start using breaking industry news like Ruthie Rocks information for your content. This particular person got a little political there, but Biden-Harris administration announces reduced mortgage guidance, and that was where they repealed that, if you remember, a couple months ago, or no, actually it might have been last year. Oh my goodness. In a green screen video, break down the many points of the latest industry news in a relatable way. So take a cue from this girl. So you can look her up on Instagram. She hooks her viewers and she breaks down the importance of the news for them and ends with a call to action. So she's doing the 3 things that we tell you need to do. So go and watch how other people do it, and that can inspire you and give your imagination a chance to take off in its own direction to create your persona. So not only does this type of green screen content provide value to your audience, but it also establishes you as an expert in the hyperlocal with hyperlocal information. Now you can mix it up with national trends like we did today. Right? We did some national stuff because NAR just announced all those things. And of course, other people interpret it different ways. But the bottom line is the bottom line. We're selling less homes. The prices have gone down. And we have in Vegas, of course, our market stays pretty steady with a month and a half of inventory. Let's see, let's move on here. Charts and graphs. Imagine this, you're sharing some insights on the real estate market, and behind you is that perfectly illustrated graph that makes your point. It's eye-catching. It's a visual aid that draws people in and keeps them watching because they want to learn more. You may say, I do this report every Monday morning. So tune in and I'll see you then. You can say that at the end as your call to action as you go ahead and report on the daily recap of Las Vegas real estate activity. Do you live in a high rise? That's a hook. And you can do this 4 times. Your first hook can be, do you live in a high rise? Well, here's what's going on in the high rise market. And then say, and here's what's going on in the rest of the market. And then you can say, oh, do you live in a condo? Here's what's going on in the condo. So those are little tips and tricks that you can take one particular item and make 4 videos out of it. And what are you doing? You're target marketing. And target marketing is what I always preach, because if you market to everyone, you're marketing to no one. So when you can find something where you can target that market, then you're going to probably get some eyes on you and comments and engagement, which is what you want. Or you can use us in Vegas. We've got applied analysis, and they do this twice a year. They do the market update with, the jobs, what's going on in Vegas, and what's going on all around with our economy and our education, all types of things that they talk about. And I think that this one that they produced in March has like 34 slides to it. I've put it in the group for you, but things like this, you can say, look at Vegas, we're #1 in employment growth by state, and then if you have an Agent Formula website, we have a job page where people can go there and get the up-to-date jobs available from Indeed. We get a feed from them. So it's constantly updated as to the available jobs that are in Vegas. So you can combine this with that, and you are going to start getting engagement. So you're going to, so you point out, moving your image around, or you can, point to the different states and perhaps glean 1 or 2 other statistics from this chart when you're talking. Okie dokie, here we go. So green screen videos can be a way to build relationships with your audience while answering common questions about real estate. You respond to comments on your videos. You not only provide valuable information, but you also establish yourself as an expert. And with a green screen, you can scroll through several comments or focus on one as you answer it. So what they're saying is that you can use your own comment section on one of your previous Instagram posts or Facebook posts or TikTok posts, and you can show that in the background, and you can say, oh, this person wants to know, what's the median price in Las Vegas? And so you're showing people that other people are engaging with you, and that then you're answering their questions. So people say, oh, I can ask Linda this question and she's going to answer me. So this is showing them that you do that. And I would really suggest everybody do at least 1 of these a week to show people that you do respond, and then they will engage. And the more engagement you get, eventually, the more business you're going to have. Pop culture and trends, popular memes you can use, trending designs. My gosh, Vegas, if you're out there previewing homes, the people that are upgrading their homes to the light and the bright and the grays and the trendy things. One thing that I think we forget about Vegas is our homes are not that old. And so they're pretty open. we've got the family kitchen living room situation going on. And in other parts of the country, the homes that are older are more compartmentalized. But here you can show how beautiful and bright and light our homes are. And with the 360 some days of sunshine, what a great place to live. So you can do things like that and people don't they just love to see pictures of homes? Of course they do. I mean, and you can have Zillow in the background. I mean, you don't need to go out and preview these homes yourself. You can go, and your green screen can actually be Zillow, and you flipping through pictures of $1 million home or a $500,000 home or whatever. You can do one in every price range. And again, your call to action and your target is, are you looking for a $250,000 home? Well, look at this $250,000 home in Las Vegas. Look how light and bright it is and open and so on and so forth. So just giving you ideas. Come on, there's no reason that you shouldn't be doing videos and using the green screen option. So moving on here. So again, I just said this, but this is a question when it comes up to creating content. One of the greatest things about reacting to an article, answering a question, or explaining a chart is that you already have the information gathered for you, and all you need to do is talk about it. And if you're afraid to talk you're in real estate, you either need to go get some help, get some tutoring on speaking and or conversation, and or maybe you should not be in real estate. And I say that regrettably, but there's some people that are afraid of people. And that's not to say that you can't overcome that, but you need to recognize it and get it fixed. Anyway, you start with a hook. Now this gal, she says, lawsuits against real estate professionals surely on the rise. And so that's a hook. I mean, that gets people's attention. It's not a question, right? But it's like, oh, there's lawsuits against real estate people. I mean, of course, they want to read that. So you need a hook. In the first couple seconds, start with something shocking or funny or hard to believe, or a lot of times a good title or headline provides a hook, as she did. And if you want to just go see more of what she does, Amanda Palmera does it here, and she's on. Let's see. Looks like she's probably on. That looks like her website actually, but and that's her background. But she's probably on Instagram, I would imagine. It's not really clear. But anyway, follow this person, look around for her on social media, because I'm showing you some examples of people that get it, that people who are making it happen for them. And again, get your ideas flowing, get other people's activities in your brain so your imagination takes off in your direction. Okay. The quick summary, make it relevant to your audience. So when sharing information, give a brief summary of what the content's about related to your audience. Be sure to highlight how the information affects them or how it is relevant to their interests. This is I remember John Mathis when we were doing our mastermind social media class, and it was May, and I forget where it was, what year it was too. I think it was the first year the Golden Knights made the playoffs, if I remember correctly. And anyway, it was snowing somewhere, maybe Minnesota, Michigan, somewhere in April, May. So he did some social media posts and boosts out to those areas, and he got a client because he talked about, hey, it's 65 degrees in Vegas and it's 20 degrees in Minnesota. Give me a call and we can talk about perhaps changing your climate. Anyway, it was really a good post, and it was really very targeted, and he got a deal out of it. And so it works. Yeah, you can go local with articles about the Las Vegas market, and you can use anything that I do. It's all free for you. Then make it visually appealing. So people's thumbs are just twitching to scroll on, right? Everybody wants to scroll. So to get people to watch the entire video, you need to capture attention with visuals. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can switch up the background. Now, I was talking about that hyperlapse. People love the hyperlapse. I would do a couple of hyperlapses a week because you should be posting. I mean, if you're listening to Gary Vee, he says you should be posting, 10 times a day. And then those posts go across all the platforms. I think if you post 2 or 3 times a day and put them on all the platforms, that counts. That's good. Switch up the background throughout the video. Use InstaSize. Now, InstaSize is an Instagram app, and you choose the Instagram story mode to ensure the article title doesn't get cut off. That's important. And then move your own image around the screen, keeping the audience guessing what's next. And be a pro at keeping the audience engaged throughout. Now, when you're first starting to do this, you're not going to be an expert. It's going to take practice, and it's going to be uncomfortable. And what do we tell you? Uncomfortable becomes comfortable with practice and action, and that's what you need to be doing. All righty, keep it moving. We talked about that. You speak at a reasonably quick pace. Now, I try to talk fast. I cannot keep up with Jimmy Dague. Honest to God, I don't know how he gets those words out of his mouth so quickly and clearly. I tend to get my tongue tied, but I try. And talking too slowly can cause people to lose interest. It helps to have a script. Well, or I don't like scripts. I like bullet points because, I want it to come out. I want it to flow. I don't want to sound like I'm reading a script. Add captions. Oh, very important, because a lot of people aren't listening. They're reading, depending on where they're on their phone, thumbing through their feeds. So if you're already sharing text on the screen, that's good. Captions can help engage viewers who may be watching without sound. And that also helps emphasize important points. Like I said, you might just want to put the bullet points and then talk about the bullet points. That's what I would do if I were doing this. So end with a call to action. Tell the people what to do next. Comment their thoughts on the article or ask a question for them to answer. Engage with everyone who leaves a comment to keep the discussion going. Again, engagement is your goal. Once you get the hang of green screen videos and talking on camera, it becomes fast and easy. And you know what? And this is true. You keep doing this, and guess what? All of a sudden, your mind's going to go into a different mode. And you can train your brain just like you can train your bicep. You just keep doing it. And finally, your brain takes on and takes it takes on a whole new persona for you. Like, oh my gosh, I should video that, right? I should video that. So if you see something, let's say you're downtown and you see something, or you see, those huge screens downtown, right? Well, you can figure out, oh my gosh, I didn't know that that Rod Stewart was doing his last show here, let's say, okay? And you might want to run a quick video yourself of doing it. Then when you get home, find a Rod Stewart picture, and now you have something that you can say. And I say, when you see it, record it, because then you're in the moment, and that's when your brain is fresh and new. And when you see something, your brain is going to get into the spur of the moment idea. That it'll give you a spur of the moment idea, and that's what you want to project when you do your video, when you do your green screen video. Yeah, lots of exciting things here. Once you get the hang of it, you're gonna love it. And find topics your audience. And again, that's why I brought up the going down to the Strip and seeing what's going on down there, because people come to Vegas, 40 million a year. So this is something that people are interested in. So you can video to the other 290 million in the United States that aren't here this year, right? So don't be afraid to go down to the Strip and take some video shots and get some ideas and see what's going on. And then maybe once a week have the Strip show, right? Ruthie's Strip Show. Wow, that might get some attention. The steps to creating videos with a green screen are similar to Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So in case you need some extra guidance, we're going to break it down for you. And again, this is what I was saying earlier. There's step-by-step here that tells you what to do. And each platform, you start by taking a screenshot or screen recording of whatever piece of content you want to use as a backdrop in a video, and save it to your phone. From there, follow the steps below. And that's what I was saying. You can do a video of from your phone, of your computer screen, of Zillow, or pull it up on your phone and record it. All right, let's get started here with, we still have a little bit more here. Once you have an article or a chart saved to your phone, follow these steps to create a green screen Instagram reel. Okay, here we go, Instagram. So open your Instagram app, click on the icon, the plus icon, select reel. Then you select the sparkle effects icon, and after selecting a reel, tap on the sparkle effects icon. Select by scrolling or searching the green screen effect. So the green screen effect is in the sparkle effects menu item. Add the media with the green screen effect in place. Tap on the Add Media button and select the image or video you want to use as the background to your reel. Position yourself, tap your image, then use your thumb and forefinger to adjust and position yourself on the screen. How much fun is that? So you can position yourself. You can be up here. You can be. Now I see most people are down here. I think I would move myself around, and you know why you want to try different things? Because it's an analytical situation where you want to see what gets the most engagement. Maybe you want to come here and fall down. Maybe you want to come here and bounce up. But you need to keep moving, and you can keep moving as well as what your background can move. So we were just saying, okay, position yourself. Then record your reel with the green screen background in place. Tap the camera swap icon and select how you want to record, either using your front or back camera. Okay, don't forget that now, that you can do that. Record your commentary. You can switch the green screen background throughout the video and then post. And you can add stickers, text, tags, and caption. Okay, and then post again. If you want to use the reel across multiple platforms, and here's something really important, download it before you post it so that you have it, so that you can use it on a different platform. So one reel, one of these green screen videos downloaded to your phone can be then put on different platforms. That's what I was saying earlier. Again, you'll want to start with the article or image you plan to use for your background if you're doing TikTok. And here's the steps for TikTok. A couple more steps here. Create a new TikTok. Open your TikTok app and click on the plus icon. Select the effects folder, tap it, and slide over to the green screen. TikTok has a lot of green screen options to choose from, so feel free to scroll through them or select the first option for the basic green screen for a photo. And you might just want to start with that. I always say start with something easy. Learn the mechanics of it, and then you can add the flair to it later on your next one. The second option allows you to do a green screen with a video. That's fun, especially if you did a video downtown. Now you can use that video and it can be the green screen, on the green screen. Anyway, choose your background. Your photo library will appear after you select the first green screen effect. Select the one you want to use in your video, in your green screen video. Position yourself, right? You can move where you appear on the screen and adjust your size because you don't want to be overwhelming. And then you use your finger to push or expand your image. I love that. When you want to say something loud and make a point, you can make yourself big and then you can go back down small. You've got to do all these things because why? You want people's attention. Okay, we're running over today, but I think it's worth it. And then you record your TikTok. Once you're happy in how things look, press the record button and start talking. Hit the stop button when you're done, and you can return to the effects folder as many times as you want to switch the background. That's neat. Post your TikTok, add the final touches, whether it's a voiceover, trending sound, text, or filter, and post. How easy is that? 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do YouTube. So create a new YouTube short and open your YouTube app and click on the icon, the plus icon, then select create a short. Select green screen appears as an option. Select that one. Choose your background. Your photo library will appear after you select the green screen effect. Select a background for your short. Position yourself. Again, you can move yourself where you want to appear on the screen. And again, you can adjust your size. Use your finger to pinch and drag to the desired position. Easy peasy. record your YouTube short. Once you're happy how things look, press the record button and start talking. So hit excuse me, hit stop when you're done. You can return to the green screen folder as many times as you want to switch out the background. I love that. Post your YouTube short, add the final touches, whether it's a sound, text, voiceover, or filter, and then post. Let's go back here for just a second. You can return to the green screen.
Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a.
You can use that video as many times, or you can use what you say as many times as you want to. So you may be let's be creative here. Let's say that you're
Houston, we have a problem.
Sorry. Let's say that you are talking about the $1 million home in Vegas. And you're saying, look at this great kitchen. Well, do you know how many homes you can do that and say the same thing? So be creative so that you're not reinventing the wheel all the time, and you want to do things that are easy peasy for you. And some days you might not be as creative as others, but you have that already set to go. You just have to change the background. And here's another new $1 million home that just came on the market in Las Vegas. And then easy peasy, there you go. All right, everybody, that was our green screen tips and tricks for creating amazing videos. This will be available to you. You just, if you just click, where is it? You click where it says "Be Savvy" in the description, and you put your email address in there, and you will get all these slides and this guide, and whatever we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. So anyway, I'm happy to say that Jimmy Dague is teaching today, and he is going to teach agency, and he's going to talk about duties owed and what is your first duty. If you don't know that, I'll tell you a secret. It's to present the duties owed. And that's what it says on the page of duties owed. You all might already know that, but he goes deep down with case studies and things like that. So it's a great CE class. Get your agency, 3 required credits, and come in person. It's an afternoon, 1 to 4. We fit it in because we were lacking an agency class for this month. And so somebody says, I need an agency. So Jimmy was kind enough to say he would do it on a Friday afternoon from 1 to 4. And he's teaching right now over at Key Realty. So now he's going to come and teach at 8400 West Sahara. So sign up at be.vegas and join us. Zoom in. It's Friday afternoon. You can Zoom in or you can come in, and we will have lunch and beverages. I probably somebody's going to bring some beverages other than water and soft drinks. I love you all, and I will see you on Monday. And Monday is the day that we're going to do the breakdown of the stats so that you can use them, post them, use them for your green screen. And we all have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the weather. I think we're going to hit triple digits this weekend. We'll see. I love you all. Thank you so much. Subscribe, comment, give me a like. Talk to you soon.